Matthews is here, one of our favorites, still riding the high of the Alumni Game, I think, still.
Oh, still.
That was so
riding
fun.
That high. That was amazing.
That was so fun.
It better be an annual event.
It needs to be, right?
It should be.
Steve Young was ticked he was not invited. Like, upset.
Oh, I called dibs on being his #1 guy next year.
Steve Young,
we
had Ty Detmer on the show last week.
Easy dibs, right?
Ty Detmer said he
dibs.
can't commit more than a month out.
Yes, but
I think everyone should because some of the preparation was lacking. I mean, with the hamstrings being on the verge the entire time, everyone needs at least a pre-month prep put on by the BYU strength staff.
I'm not going to name names, but I was on the side of kind of more of the royal team, a little older, right? And I remember looking around and going, these guys aren't getting in the game as much as I think they thought.
No.
The competitive level was like higher than I think maybe anticipated by
100%. When there was 15,000 fans, fog coming out of the tunnel, that's when you knew you had to turn it on.
You saw fog and you were like, oh.
I had no idea it was going to be like that. I had no idea the Jumbotrons were going to be on. It was a sneak. What they did this on purpose. They just said, hey, it's going to be a casual game, like a turkey bowl. It's kind of how they presented it. It was far from a turkey bowl.
Playbooks
it was game day. It was playbooks, game day. Max Hall even called me the night before and said he wanted to get together, get dinner, talk plays.
Nice.
I'm like, you know what, dude, this is too much. But it ended up being fantastic, though.
He runs by the camera like Oklahoma. We're going to win this game.
Yeah. Hey, he was intense, just like I remember playing with him.
Oh, my gosh.
Great time.
It was amazing.
Great time.
I think the remarkable thing, back to the injury thing, is that there were no significant injuries in that thing.
Well, there were emotional injuries.
Well, look, you can't avoid those kinds of things. I've got to imagine, though. Look, I'm sure there are things about football that you don't miss, but there are some things that you miss. I would imagine running out with that whole thing going on and how big it was. That probably was like, man, I've missed this.
100%. The atmosphere is what made it really, really cool. So they're going to, knowing BYU, they'll make it even better next year. There'll be more people next year because even the players had no idea how big it was going to be. So there'll be, I'm guessing, 20 to 25,000 fans next year. They'll do pre-stuff, post-stuff. It was a fantastic production.
Yeah, it was fun. We did a commercial-free broadcast, by the way. It was like 2 hours straight.
Amazing.
Let's just go.
Amazing.
Let's go. It was so fun. Okay, let's ask you your opinion about what we were talking about, which is FBS conferences can figure out how they want to determine the two teams in the conference title game. Is a good or bad thing, pros and cons in your opinion, of the top two teams from the Big 12 going? Does that benefit BYU? Does that hurt BYU in the future?
Maybe the first couple of years it could hurt BYU because coming as the new guy and having to be in top two could be tough. But at the end of the day, that's just the right way to do things. The top two teams should be in it. There is no, hey, we got lucky because we're in the Pac-12 South. We're playing worse teams. We got lucky, so we're exalted to the championship game.
I like that specific reference.
I like that. We're not referencing anybody.
They're a dang good, they're a dang good team. But there are times when if you're in a certain part of the conference that you are a little bit luckier.
Wisconsin and Iowa have done this in the Big
100%.
10.
So it should be the top two teams so that no one can ever complain. There's no discussion. It's just the best two teams go.
Florida has done this in the non-Alabama portion of the SEC, right? Georgia has emerged as this way better team. But yeah, it's going to be nice that way. And then the fact that BYU is going to the Big 12 next year. You played in the Mountain West before your mission in a conference. Then you're Indy after that. What's the mindset regarding non-conference play, conference play, that this team and program will have to figure out? Because to me, it's a different approach to a season, is it not?
Mm-hmm. There's actually less to figure out when there's more consistency. When you know exactly the 12 teams that are in your conference, you get the schedule. Oh, I've seen those guys. I've played against that DB as a receiver. I've played against that quarterback. I know him. Actually, I know that coach. I know the style of play they play. I know the atmosphere. There's actually less you have to worry about. When you play independent, you're traveling across time zones. You've never been to Michigan. You've never been to UCF. You've never been here. And you're just signing up for almost a surprise element. When you're in a conference, you're going to see BYU play better.
Well, don't you think there's also the sense, beyond anything on the field and X's and O's, like, obviously we still have this in basketball because that obviously hasn't gone away, or any of the other sports, but like, I remember back in the day, you knew the other team. You had history with the other team.
And it runs deep.
And you looked forward like, oh, I can't wait for that rematch. There's just something about that aspect of it as well, that the teams, you can build history, both good and bad. And I think we've missed that.
Yeah. And if you look back at the Mountain West, the teams that were there that were big, you look at TCU, BYU, and Utah, and you just knew like those were kind of the top teams already. And so you already had them circled on the calendar. We got to be ready for those guys, right? And so I think with the Big 12, it'll give us so much consistency that the players will actually love, because playing independent and being all over the place is not desirable. There are fun moments of it playing all over the place, but at the end of the day, you're here to win football games. And as a player, you want the most consistency as possible.
That stability will be nice.
Stability,
right?
consistency, it helps you a lot.
You're always going from divorced to married again.
Yes.
If you will, right?
If you will, it's great.
And listen, being single has its amazing perks, right? And some people love that. Other people like the marriage element of life or whatever. Whatever works for you. Yes.
More players will like that.
Yes, to each their own in this. Okay, let's talk to you about the wide receivers. Gosh, we're stoked about this group. Puka Nacua should be a 1,000-yard guy, in my opinion.
He should be.
Gunnar Romney could be a 1,000-yard guy, too, or close to it. Mm-hmm. Who's kind of the next guy in that room, or maybe a breakout guy that fans should be excited about?
I think as the number 3 guy, because the top 2 are well established, and Gunnar Romney and Puka Nacua, they're already established. The guy who's battling for that 3rd position should be super excited, because all eyeballs are going to be on Jaron Hall and these 2 big receivers on the outside. So whoever's at 3rd position, you're going to kind of go under the radar for the defensive prep by the other team. You're going to get a lot of one-on-one matchups. And for a guy like Cody Epps, who I think should be in that position, look, there's a lot of good receivers, but I think he's had enough practice over the last couple of years. He's finally healthy. He's a great route runner. He's fast, and he knows the playbook. So this will almost be like his freshman year, if you will, playing.
It'll be his 3rd year.
Right, but you know the playbook now, and you're very comfortable with the quarterback. It should be a big year for him.
Well, and beyond just that, you talk about being comfortable with the playbook and the quarterback. This is now an offense that has been in place now for a couple of seasons. And it's not just they've had one good year that you can say, oh, well, that year was good. This team, from an offensive standpoint, has been successful for multiple years with this system. Yep. And so what do you think is possible for the offense this year?
Man, look, with a new running back that's going to bring a lot of attention to him. And I'm going to speak to receivers because that's what I know. These guys, these receivers on the outside, they're going to get a lot of one-on-one opportunities, because you can't play cover 2 just to stop the receivers, because you have a big offensive line that's been bigger than we've probably had in a decade. You have big running backs and 2 great running backs that we have.
Good tight ends.
The great tight ends. And that means, and that's kind of what I look back to, like the Austin Collie, Dennis Pitta, Harvey Unga days. Like, pick your poison. If you want to stop the run, you're going to have to stop the tight ends and receivers in a one-on-one position, right, which is tough. So if you're a skilled player in this offense, you are very excited for 2022.
And Jaron Hall is an underrated passer, because unfortunately there's a stereotype with black quarterbacks. You just assume they're a runner who hopefully can.
And if
that's
they can just
not
run.
True.
Yeah.
That is not true. Jaron Hall took care of the rock in an incredible way. His efficiency was really good. Excellent passer last year. And oh, by the way, he can run. He's really good even with broken ribs. That's what we learned in last year's game. He's playing in the Utah game with a broken rib from the Arizona game, and then he hurts it in the Utah game, hurts it in the Arizona State game where he has to come out. He is so good. Imagine, all those weapons and Jaron's legs in the mix. Like, BYU goes for it on 4th and 11, and he gets a first down against Utah.
Yeah.
Like, that option. I'm so excited to see a fully healthy Jaron with all this. And you mentioned the O-line, maybe the biggest, baddest in a decade. We're probably recovered from the transition from go fast, go hard that you played in. It was a different type of O-lineman. You wanted to get down the field, right? Tijon's an incredible player. He's a little small for what BYU's going for in this offense. What do you think of this O-line? What's possible? How many NFL guys are there? It feels like there are multiple.
I think the number one focus in recruiting for BYU should be a big and deep offensive line and defensive line. Because I can tell you, going to play teams like Notre Dame, Nebraska, and Wisconsin, I thought I was a big guy at 6'6", and I'm looking up at these 6'8" offensive tackles, and there's like 6 of them on Wisconsin, 6 of them on Notre Dame. And it's a simple math game. If you play against bigger teams, you're more likely to get injured. And in depth at BYU has always been a problem. We always have a great starting 11 on both sides of the ball, but depth has always been a concern, always. And so you go play teams like this where injuries are naturally going to go up, you've got to be able to compete with size. And so the number one focus we can have in recruiting has got to be a big, hefty offensive line, 2 to 3 deep. Now, that's easier said than done, but that can be a focus for BYU, and it's got to be to maintain healthy. So game 9, 10, and 11, we're still big.
We're going to have a situation where somebody, Keanu Saliapaga, who's been a former starter, is a backup, maybe, I don't know. where does Joe Tukuafu fit in all this? Like, Campbell Barrington was a freshman All-American. Might be a backup tackle. Braden Kime's going to be a baller. I feel BYU's too deep at that position. Like, I'm stoked. And these guys are going to get valuable reps that they're going to play in the Big 12 with, because BYU's going to lose. Blake Freeland may be the best left tackle BYU's had in a while. Brady Christensen, I mean, before that, I guess. But
right.
It's Clark Barrington, going to be a draft pick.
Yeah.
Right? We think Kingsley Suamataia is going to be really good. Is he even the starting left tackle? Probably not. That's Blake. Yeah. Like this is an incredible situation.
It's a good problem to have. It's a good problem to have. But you got to continue that. That can't be a one-year and done year. It can't be a hefty year this year.
Keep it going.
It's got in Big 12. It's got to be a massive, massive focus for our coaches.
Well, thanks for the time, man. I wish we could talk another 30 minutes.
We always could.
We just fly through it.
I wanted to ask you about Utah State. Because with it not being
get it in. The producers will get mad at you later.
Well, I was okay. So, all right, you obviously have had some success against Utah State.
I kind of had my way.
Yeah, you.
2015, man.
They're one of the casualties of going to the Big 12. Some teams have to come off the schedule. What were your thoughts when you saw that?
It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You want that win. You want to be able to dominate the in-state wins and have that pride about you. So we got to find a way to get them back. But it was always fun to have them on the schedule for me.
That was a good, quick answer, so we can get that in.
Nice.
The control room's like, okay, we're good. Thanks for the time, Mitch.
Of course,
Mitch.
Yeah,
good to see you.